All right, guys. So we have Joe Walsh versus Peter Frampton. I'm picking. Is it Joe Walsh? Is that his name? Um, Life's been good to me so far. That's who I'm picking. Why does that not sound right? Joe Walsh. Glenn Fry. Who's the guy from the Eagles? Glenn Fry and whatever. What the fuck ever. So, anyways, listen. Both of these songs are. I'll tell you, I'm not a huge classic rock fan anymore because I feel like they've all been played so much, and they got to the point where a lot of them are kind of like almost corny to me. These two songs are great and pretty much underrated in my opinion. Uh, Jesus, do I want to keep calling it Joe Walsh if I'm wrong? Ugh, people. Um, that's what I'm picking though. I think that video. Here's the other thing: those songs were so like, you got to be mid '70s, right? I've never seen either one of those songs on MTV. Like they would play Eagles and things back in the day, Hotel California, and they would play I don't know, other '70s songs like concert looking. I've never seen either one of these, which is kind of crazy for both being so popular. The like I'm guessing Don or Jay will touch on this also. The I'm just gonna keep calling him Joe Walsh. Whatever, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Um, just how different it was and how refreshing it was to see people into the music, not texting or holding up a phone. It was so good. Then there's that guy. There's the one guy who really stood out who was just dancing, like this great dance he was doing. He was so into it. It was so good to see. And when I looked at that video, the first thing I looked at was how long it was. It was almost 8 minutes, and I kind of frowned on it. I'm like, ugh. But I'll tell you, it was so good. The the part where there's that again, here we go with my stupid fucking music knowledge, where it's just the guitar playing. If I'm listening to that on the radio, I kind of get lost in it, and I'm like, nah. But just watching him play with the other dude, and then someone put on a look like some kind of generic pirate's hat. That had to be a pirate's hat with no P, where the P got ripped off, or it was like someone's version of the Rome Bargain Center, where they just made that hat. I mean, the only hat I ever seen like that was a Pittsburgh Pirate hat from the '70s, so that's what it had to be, or some just somebody's version of it without the P on it. But I thought that video was so good. Oh shit! And the other video, the Peter Frampton video, was also very good. Uh, Dude had the unbuttoned the unbuttoned button down. And here's my thing. Here's my opinion on that. I would say up until like the mid to late '90s, I would look at that look and be like, oh, why is that guy wearing that? Unless you were just ripped, you had no business wearing that. But now, my opinion on that's changed. If you just aren't fat, that's a pretty good look. If you aren't like a big titty fat stomach motherfucker, if you just aren't fat, that that look works pretty well. So again, Jim, very good picks. I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed them. What else do I have to say about these videos? I keep going back to the Joe Walsh one because it was so good. Uh, Again, whatever. I'm just going to repeat myself. But the thing that I took from there the most was the crowd, how they were so much into it, and it was just people just fucking having a good time. I don't know who's having a better time, the people in the crowd or the guys in the band on stage. So Jim, I wonder if those seeing videos like that with people in concert, obviously you didn't play in front of thousands or stadiums, but I thought about what a feeling of just power or just enthusiastic fucking joy that must be being on stage with everybody looking at you and like dancing and singing. So even though you weren't in that capacity, you had a sample of that, whether it be hundreds of people or whatever. I'm wondering, like, when you look at videos like that, do you miss it? Right? I would think that you'd miss that, or it'd make you feel good. Like I actually did that to some extent. You did that, so it had to be pretty cool. So that's my pick. I hope I'm saying his name right. The Joel Walsh song wins, and I would say, Jim, these are probably your best matchup in a long time. Even though you've had some good ones, but I dug these two very much. What's going on? Nothing. Like really nothing. In the summertime, I was doing things. I can't. I can't. I can't get into. Here's the other thing. I don't want to take a walk anymore because I lost my headphones. I can't find my fucking headphones, and I really, really, really need those headphones for me to get through any sort of walk. While I'm listening to music or a podcast, it's very helpful for me to get through something I don't like doing. I do not like walking, but I feel like it's necessary to do. So I'm trying to find my headphones so I can go on a walk. Again, NFL playoffs are coming up this weekend. Very much into that. Nothing else really. Saw mom and dad Tuesday, I think. Nothing new over there. Mm, yeah, I'm not gonna bore you with shit that's not. There's nothing going on. This is fucking January 15th. It's literally the middle of January in Rome, New York, and I will say that we've been lucky for the weather. It's been 30s and even 40s, so I can't complain. We've had minimal snowfall, which is great. Get through March, and then I feel like we're pretty much home free. So I'm thinking maybe 10 more weeks. We'll see. Whatever. Guys, have a good weekend. Enjoy the football. Jay, enjoy not watching football. And my two-team parlay this week, money line, I took the Ravens and I took Tampa. Those, and I'm rooting hard for New Orleans because that's Josh's team, and I really relate to his pain when his team loses. I feel terrible for him because his team has lost very close games the last 2 years in the playoffs, heartbreaking games. So I'm really rooting for him, but I think Tampa Bay is going to win that game, and it might not even be close. So we'll see. All right, guys, have a good weekend. See ya.